Two inventors living in very different worlds would shape the way we communicate today. One dreamed of connecting the globe without wires. The other, a Hollywood star, secretly devised a way to keep those connections secure. Together, their ideas laid the groundwork for the technologies that define our everyday lives. When people hear the name Tesla today, they often think of sleek electric cars. But the man behind that name, Nikola Tesla, was something very different. He was one of the history's most extraordinary inventors. A visionary who thought decades, sometimes centuries ahead of his time. In the early 1900s, Tesla wasn't just building coils that shoot out lightning bolts. He was imagining a world wireless system. A network that would allow people to instantly send messages, transmit knowledge, even broadcast music or pictures across the globe. And all of that without wires. Standing before his diagrams, Tesla described it like this: when wireless is perfectly applied to the whole Earth, will be converted into a huge brain. Think about that, in an age when most homes didn't even have electricity. Tesla was picturing something uncannily like the internet. Billions of connections, the planet thinking as one. And today his words echo in artificial intelligence, where machines really are starting to think together. But how did Tesla know? How could he see so far beyond the technology of his time? Tesla was a master at spotting patterns in nature and technology. He saw how electricity and radio waves could travel invisibly, and he imagined scaling that up to connect to the whole world. His mind worked in leaps, connecting ideas from physics, engineering, and even philosophy. But here's the tragedy: Tesla never got to finish his project. His grand plan for a wireless global system centered on a massive tower on Long Island called Vandercliff collapsed when his funding dried up. Investors couldn't see the profit in a system meant to give away free communication to the world. His dream faded with him and Tesla died in relative obscurity. A few decades later, in the 1940s, American engineer Vannevar Bush imagined the Memex, a desk-like machine where knowledge could be stored and, most importantly, connected. One idea could lead you straight to another, just like the links we click on the internet today. And in the 1960s, the first version of this vision took shape with the ARPANET. And in the 1990s, the World Wide Web tied the whole planet into the network Tesla had once described. It had taken nearly a century, but Tesla's dream of a global brain finally came to life. And it's not far-fetched to say that Tesla wireless experiments also laid the groundwork for communicating across vast distances, even to satellites in space. And the story doesn't end there. The very technology that makes the internet possible in your pocket, Wi-Fi, came not from a scientist, but from one of the most unexpected inventors of all time, a Hollywood actress. Imagine this. The world knows you as the most glamorous actress in Hollywood, the most beautiful woman in the world. But behind the camera, you're sketching blueprints, tinkering with designs, and quietly shaping the future. That was Hedy Lamarr. Hedy always had a restless, inventive mind. During World War II, she became aware of a critical military problem. Radio-controlled torpedoes were powerful, but enemy forces could easily jam their signals. What if there were a way to send comments that couldn't be blocked or intercepted? She teamed up with avant-garde composer George Antheil, who had experience synchronizing layer pianos. Together, they designed a brilliant system called frequency hopping. And here's how it worked. Imagine you're talking on a walkie-talkie. Every half second, both radios jump to a new channel, in perfect sync. To anyone listening in, it sounds like nonsense, impossible to track. But because you and your partner know the pattern, you stay perfectly connected. Entire compared it to his world of music. Two-player pianos playing identical roles started at the same time. The notes might change constantly, but both instruments remain in harmony. And in 1942, Lamarr and Antil patented the idea and offered it to the US Navy. The military didn't adopt it then, but decades later, the principle became the backbone of modern wireless communication. Without her invention, your phone, your GPS, your Wi-Fi router, none of it would work the way it does today. For this, she is now often celebrated as the mother of Wi-Fi. It's also not far-fetched to say that Lamarr's secure signal technology ensures that satellites and spacecraft can communicate safely with Earth. But how did Hedy Lamarr know? How did someone with no formal engineering background invent the foundation of wireless communication? Maybe it was her outsider's perspective, her willingness to ask the different questions, or her ability to combine ideas from totally different worlds: Hollywood and engineering, music and radio. It's a powerful reminder that innovation can come from the most unexpected places, even from a Hollywood star who refused to be defined by appearances alone. Imagination has always outrun reality. These breakthroughs often begin as a dream, and the next one is already waiting to become reality. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more.